It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You're on your Feel Good Breakfast show right here on S3. And Expresso family, it is always so good to be with you. The best way to start off your morning, especially because we get into so many different things. And I did mention to you that the most powerful platform in the land is doing the work that matters. And I'm talking about the fact that the Loeries Creative Week took place. And of course, the SABC was there, all in the name of partnering up to make sure that SA creatives are not just supported, but they in fact are celebrated in the best way possible. We're talking about the advertising and brand communications industry that deserves all of the flowers for the great work that they do. And this is why the Loeries goes on to say, hey, you're doing a good job. And the SABC said, okay, we're going to jump on this and we're going to be part of it in the biggest way possible. So I need to make sure I look okay because my bosses are in the building there. I am talking about none other than the marketing manager of video entertainment at the SABC, Dichaba Palatse, as well as the head of marketing at SABC. It is, of course, Sibusiso. And this is why I want us to just give a round of applause because they are the bosses, everybody. Come on, come on. Sibusiso Gumbi, I want to start with you, please, because we are talking about, of course, something so great that the SABC did. I definitely think that it was such a beautiful partnership, but why is it so important for the SABC to get behind creatives in this way?
Good morning to you and the viewers.
Good morning.
One of the biggest stakeholders from an SABC perspective is obviously the advertising industry. And we thought that with us being so absent at the Loeries, didn't really put us in the good spaces where we need to be seen as supporting the industry itself.
Yes.
And I think for us, it's quite important in fostering a dynamic environment for advertisers and designers to ensure that we create spaces for diverse creators and ensuring that there's an economy for that. And with the creators making up part of the economy now, we thought that it's key for us to go back and support the brand like the Loeries.
Yes.
And to ensure that we also just inspire and we form part of those that recognize the industry that we are in, and especially from an advertiser's perspective. Because one of those, well, most of the adverts that were at the Loeries are possibly the adverts that are also on our platforms from a video entertainment perspective. And with us creating more opportunities on SABC Plus, we thought this would be a great initiative, ensuring that we also push it through SABC Plus to show that advertisers that there's now an extension from an SABC perspective from a traditional platform to a streaming platform. And as you know that we are a house of multi-channel, and this just us showcasing that with the Loeries and in terms of the support that we gave them this year.
I love that. And you see, this is why the bosses, you've got vision, you two. And bosses, I just want to let you know, we slept here to make sure that everything was proper. You know what I'm saying? Working hard just like you.
I can see your bed there.
Thank you. Exactly, Dichaba. But Dichaba, you, of course, were part of some of the master classes that actually happened at Creative Week. Please speak to us about that.
Oh, we were very excited about the partnership with the Loeries. So in the Creative Week, they host various master classes to give insights to attendees that are there.
Yeah.
So we took the opportunity to host the master class about SABC Plus, right? So, you know, because I think traditionally the SABC is seen as a linear or an analog broadcaster, but it's important that we position ourselves for the future using SABC Plus, as Gumbi said, to say that what is SABC Plus, how does it work, you know, how can advertisers get involved? So we had DJ Spoo, right? You know, because we decided DJ Spoo should host the masterclass because he's an SABC baby, and he's seen the transition of the broadcasting industry, having himself having a podcast. So we thought it's fitting that he host the masterclass. And we had Lala Tuku. We also had Sbongi Lake come in and really unpack what SABC Plus is, how advertisers can get involved, and really how SABCs get up for the future. Because it was very important that at the Loeries, we position SABC as the broadcaster for the future.
Yes, and it 100% is, because like you said, we've got all these platforms, but then we've also got SABC Plus. So please can I then ask you, for anyone who's been living under a rock and is not like us here at Expresso, we're like ambassadors, unofficial, of SABC Plus, because we believe in it. Please tell us a little bit more about it.
About SABC Plus?
Yes.
So there's a streaming platform that we launched I think on the 17th of November last year.
2022.
We actually just turned one. And this just was our way of responding to the recent developments within the space that we are in broadcasting. And by the way, there's the only free app. There's no
see.
subscription.
And there's nothing free in
There's
South Africa.
nothing free in South Africa.
Exactly.
So with us being the public broadcaster, we know that we are mandated to ensure that we respond to our audience's needs. And as you know, that people are now consuming television differently.
Yes.
Consuming radio, 5FM differently.
Exactly, yes.
So we thought that there's a need for us to also just develop an app, and the only app that actually has TV and radio.
Yeah.
And I think that's the beauty about SABC Plus. And it also just puts us on a global space because we are now moving outside the continent and ensuring that whatever brands that we have and whatever brands that need a global platform,
Yeah.
there's an SABC Plus for them. So for us, it was more about responding to our audience's needs and ensuring that even all socio-economic measurements in terms of the lifestyle, they are able to also afford and have an app that they can use during load shedding.
You see what I mean?
And we also have segments within the app itself. There's one that's called load shedding.
Yeah.
So you are
Specifically.
specifically load shedding.
I love
so you
that.
can download your Skim Sam, your Uzalo,
Yeah.
and then you can consume it later. I mean, we know that consumption patterns have changed. People are now more about appointment viewing.
100%.
So they just want to download and have to watch whatever that they want
On your
at their
own
leisure
schedule.
time, on their own schedule. So that's the beauty about SABC Plus. I mean, for us, it's definitely an app for the future, and we've managed to crack quite good numbers compared to our competitors.
Come on.
within it.
So
Yes,
we
as
are
we wrap up.
we are the fastest growing streaming app in the country, right?
Thank you.
In 2023.
Yes.
But also quickly, we are actually launching a festive pop-up channel tomorrow,
Oh,
right?
come
So
on.
this festive pop-up channel has like all the entertainment for the festive season, movies, music specials. You'll see that
Yes.
if you want to catch up on the summers, you can. The MMAs are there. So it's like a whole bunch of a basket of entertainment content that you can consume anywhere with no subscription.
I love
So download the app. Download the app.
Download the app, please. I call it the app for the people.
Yes.
100%.
It is
Yeah.
for
You are
everyone.
an official ambassador.
Officially, I'm getting a job here. And gentlemen, I've told you before, I'm giving you a raise.
Okay.
Bosses, I'm actually going to go a step further. I'm giving you a day off on the 15th of December.
Oh, wow.
So presidential decision from me. 15th of December, day off. I'm so happy for them. Everybody, you need to make sure that you download SABC Plus. I told you it is the app for the people. You heard it from the bosses themselves if you do not take my word for it. But more than anything else, you need to make sure that you stay tuned right here to your Feel Good Breakfast Show on S3 because the goodness continues. And that's why I have to ask, Ryle, what's going on there in Cape Town?